Hi, welcome to Kids Make Comics. I'm Dave McDonald, here in the barnyard studios of Corny Creek Farms. Let's make some comic panels. All right, let's get started. Comic panels. I get this question a lot in my school programs. Students want to know how they can make their comic panels. And there's several different types of panels that you can make, and everybody has their own preference. Here's something you can do. Go to your media center or ask your teacher if they can look online, search blank comic templates. Blank comic templates. I have one that I've made up here. It's a 4-panel comic. It's done in the format of a fridge door comic that would hang up on your fridge door like this. Comic panel 1, 2, 3, 4. You can download these, print off as many as you want. There are also ones that you can find that are done in a vertical format, more like a comic book. Comic panel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all different kinds of these available online. Now don't go searching for yourself. Ask somebody who knows how to find these. Media specialist, teacher is the best option. Okay, so these are for people who really like those perfectly square or perfectly straight lines for their panels. Again, the panel is what holds the comic art and the dialogue and all of your comics. So this is one option. Another option, take a piece of paper, you can make your own. Several different ways to make your own piece of paper. All right. We can use household items to basically trace our own comic panels, right? The size that you want. Maybe, let's see, we've got here, this is from coffee pods from those machines. If you look at it, you put it down on the paper, it's a pretty good rectangle size. You can just put it down like this and take your pencil and basically trace around it while you try to hold the box steady. Sometimes that gets a little difficult, but there you have a panel. Here's an empty tissue box that I found. If we take that and put it up on its end, hey, that's a pretty good match right there. Go ahead and trace around that for our second panel. See what that looks like. And you get some little marks that you can go in later and clean up. It's not a big deal. That's why we use pencils. There's 2 cool panels right there. Hey, maybe you've got a special scene. You want to have a circle panel. Go grab your cup. You could grab a soup can, a lid from a jar, and make a special circle panel. Maybe something special is going on, or somebody's looking through a telescope or something, right? And then let's see, maybe put one more panel down here, just like this. And again, you'll be able to clean these up with your pencil eraser to make them just like you want. But they're perfectly straight lines. And you could have this little thing say, the end. So there's how you can make a 4-panel comic on your own without having to use a template. And there's one more way that I will want to share with you. And this is what I like to do. I like to hand draw all of my own comic panels. I don't necessarily want straight lines because I think the lines of the panel can kind of characterize my artwork. It personalizes. It becomes a character almost of the comic. So what I like to do, I'll pick a spot on the paper. I'll look for about the halfway point. You could use a ruler and measure. And what I like to do is very lightly draw a dotted line. Now I'm drawing this a little darker than I normally would. I hope you can see it. It's a dotted line, just goes down and divides the paper up into 2 halves with a dotted line. I do them very lightly and with a dotted line because later I'm going to want to erase that line. These are just reference lines. Spin the paper like this, okay? Again, pick out a spot that I think is about the halfway point and just using your eye, a dotted line down the middle this way. And then this gives us, it doesn't give us the panels yet, but it does give us the spaces to place the panels. And then from here, I just like to go in and draw by hand. And again, these lines, they're the panel lines. They're not going to be perfectly straight, but I don't want that. They don't touch the edge of the paper, and they don't touch the dotted lines. They just go right up to them. Okay, jump over here, make this panel. And again, don't worry if they're not perfect, because again, this is the look that we're going for. Down here. And these 4 panels are about the same size. You could scoot your little dotted line over a little bit and make the panels a little bit narrower or wider as you wish. But there's 4 panels to get a comic started. Then you would go in and erase these reference lines. These were just helping you to get the place where you were going to put those comic panels, right? So you'd erase these and you'd have 4 comic panels. And for a fridge door comic, this would be a 4-panel comic, title panel, and then your story panels. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there's several different ways you can make your comic panels, right? Blank comic templates that you can download using household items and hand draw them from scratch, right? It's all up to you. All right, I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time here in the Barnyard Studio here at Kids Make Comics.